Hello, it's Eddie Goodman with Cool Cat Tournaments and Tugging Jugs. During the summertime, I get asked this a lot. Why do we do not have tournaments during the summer? And it's all because of this right here. I got a little chart drawn up right here, and if you look at it real closely, during the summer, as the water heats up, it divides up, and when it's divided up, you have your warm water, your thermocline, and your cooler water. And what happens is the warmer water is kept oxygenated by the boats, the wind, the waves, the skiers, and all that, and it keeps the top part all oxygenated. Now, what they call the thermocline, or some people call it the thermal line, is the dividing point. And then at the bottom you have your cooler water, but it doesn't have very much oxygen in it because all the leaves that fell off the trees this last summer, or even during the summertime, are floating to the bottom. The tree limbs, the dead fish, the dying algae, a bacteria sets up down there, and it uses up the oxygen in that water down there. Catfish are like humans, creatures of comfort. They will swim up and down that water line, up and below that thermocline, and they go down there and they feed and they take and they get cooled down, and they move back up to the warmer water to where they can fill back up their lungs for the oxygen. Now, if you was looking at it on a graph, it'd be a line graph. It'd be a line right here, which is a gradual change, and then a quick change for the thermocline, and then it graduals back out in the cooler water. That's how they graph it. Now, if you're looking at your graphs on your depth finder, you will see this right here. Make sure I got it right side up. On your sonar, it looks like this. You can see your fish up here in the warmer water, and it kind of looks like bait fish down through there, like a whole column, but it's not. It's what they call the thermocline. And then below that is your cooler water, and you do see a couple fish down there. Now, with your down imaging, it shows it more defined, but I had to go over it with a yellow marker up here because I'm not really sure if it's going to show up on the camera. Now, if you're going to jug fish during the summertime, we encourage you to take and use drift fishing jugs. Drift fishing jugs have a light weight on them. You would take and find out where your thermocline line is, and you take and set your jugs up for that. And we highly recommend that you stay with your jugs during this time, so that way you can see whenever a fish is on it and you can retrieve it. Then it's up to you if you're going to catch and release it, or if you're going to take and keep the fish, take and bring it home for a fish fry. Now, I will encourage this again because we teach this a lot. If you're going to keep fish for a fish fry, we encourage you to take and keep 10 pounds and below. Anything above 10 pounds, release it back in the water. But I wanted to talk to you about this and encourage you to have fun and be safe out there on the water. And we're going to be getting our tournaments going back up in September. Hopefully the waters will start cooling down and we won't have so much problems about this thermocline. And I want to see you out there at our next tournament. Have a great day.